In this video, we are going to talk about two amazing countries that are highly ranked when it comes to quality of life. We're talking about Canada and Lithuania. Which one of these two countries is better for immigrants? Let's find out. Now, if you're new here, we help people immigrate to new countries through our videos, through our podcast, and through our one-on-one consultations. Now let's get into the video. If you take a look at the United Nations Human Development Index, both countries rank really high. They're actually first and second in Europe. So how do you choose between the two? Well, in this video, we'll be looking at 7 key factors that you should consider before choosing your country. So stay tuned. The first factor that we're going to look at is healthcare. Both countries have a universal healthcare system. It's accessible to all citizens and residents. You don't need private health insurance. In Lithuania, there is no copay. That means that you go to the doctor, you don't need to pay anything out of pocket. In Canada, there might be a small copay, but for the most part, it is free. There might be a small wait time to see a specialist in both countries, but in Canada, it can be a bit longer. So we're going to give a tie to Canada and Lithuania because they both have great healthcare systems. Now, factor no 2 is education. Both countries have an excellent education system. Education is free from primary school up to university. And in both countries, the universities are ranked in the top 100 in the world. We're talking about Vilnius University and Kaunas University of Technology in Lithuania, and the University of Toronto McGill University, and the University of British Columbia in Canada. Both countries have a literacy rate of almost 100%. If we're talking about childhood education, both countries excel in that area as well. Early childhood education is free in Canada starting at age 4. In Lithuania, it's even earlier. It starts at age 6. However, the quality of education is similar in both countries. So overall, we're gonna give a tie to both countries. Factor no 3 is culture. Now, what makes the culture so special in both countries? Well, in Canada, it is known as a very polite country. The official languages are English and French, and it is a country that welcomes diversity. In Lithuania, the official language is Lithuanian, but English is widely spoken. It is a country with a rich history and culture. Both countries are safe, stable democracies. You will have freedom of speech and of religion, but which one is better? Well, that's hard to say. Some people would prefer the multiculturalism of Canada, and some people would prefer the rich culture and history of Lithuania. So we're gonna leave it up to you. Tell us in the comments which country has the better culture. Factor no 4 is housing. Now, this is a very important factor for most people. In Canada, the average house costs around $678,000. This is down a little bit from its peak of $815,000 in 2022 in Lithuania. The average house is much more affordable. It's around $177,000. So if you're looking for affordability, Lithuania is definitely the way to go. However, if you want to live in a major city like Vilnius or Kaunas, then prices might be a little bit higher. We're going to give Lithuania the edge on this one because it is more affordable. Factor no 5 is weather. Now, this is a big one for a lot of people. We're going to tell you right now, neither one of these countries has perfect weather. In Canada, you get cold winters and short, cool summers. It snows a lot. In Lithuania, it gets very cold in the winter, but the summers are nice and warm. We're gonna let you decide which one is worse. But we're gonna not give Canada the edge on this one because at least it has 4 seasons. In Lithuania, it pretty much just goes from winter straight to summer. Factor number 6 is economy and jobs. Now, Canada's economy is more developed. It is a G7 country. It has a strong, stable economy. Major companies are headquartered there like Shopify, Lululemon, Bombardier, and many more. Lithuania is a smaller economy. Its GDP is only $63 billion compared to Canada's $394 billion. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in growth. Lithuania's economy is growing faster than Canada's. It is expected to grow by 3.1% in the next 3 years. Compared to that, Canada's economy is only expected to grow by 1.5% in the same period. As far as unemployment goes, Lithuania's unemployment rate is 7.4%. That is almost double Canada's 4 at the end of the day. Canada has a bigger economy, but Lithuania's economy is growing at a faster rate, so we're going to give it a tie. Factor no. 7 is internet speed. So if you work online, this is a very important factor. Now, Lithuania has the fastest internet speed in the world. The average speed is 240 megabits per second. Canada's internet is also fast. It's around 150 megabits per second. So we're going to give the edge to Lithuania. So we looked at 7 different factors, and now we're going to give you the winner. Canada won 4 factors, Lithuania won 3 factors, and 1 was a tie. So if you win 4 out of 7, you get bragging rights. You get to say that your country is better than the other one. So in this case, Canada is the better country. But wait, don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. We still have to talk about immigration. Immigration is a very important factor because if you want to move to a country, you have to be able to get a visa. Now, both countries have programs that allow skilled workers to immigrate there. Now, Canada has 2 main programs, the Express Entry Program and the Provincial Nominee Program. In Lithuania, there is the Employment Permit System and the Startup Lithuania program. Now, Canada's programs are more well-known. The Express Entry Program is one of the most popular programs in the world. Thousands of people apply every year. Now, the downside to Canada's program is that you need a job offer from an employer. This can be difficult to obtain, especially if you're coming from a developing country. Now, in Lithuania, it is easier to get a job offer because the labor market is less competitive. So, if you're looking for a country where it is easier to get a job offer, then Lithuania is the way to go. Once you have a job offer in hand, it is much easier to apply for your residency permit. Now, Lithuania's programs are not as popular as Canada's, but they are growing in popularity. In 2022, over 10,000 people immigrated to Lithuania. That is a 15% increase over 2021, so what is the verdict? Well, if you're from a developed country, then either option is good for you. You will be able to find a job easily. If you're from a developing country, then we recommend Lithuania. It is easier to get a job offer and the labor market is less competitive. Now, the only downside to Lithuania is that it is a small country. If you want to live in a big city, then Vilnius or Kaunas are great options. But outside of those cities, you will find smaller towns and villages. In Canada, there are more big cities to choose from. If you want to learn more about Canada, check out our Canada playlist. And if you want to learn more about Lithuania, check out our Lithuania playlist. Now, I want to ask you a question. Which one of these countries would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Now, before you go, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Now, don't forget to download your free checklist. It's going to help you figure out what your next step should be in your immigration journey. Now, remember, you can book a one-on-one consultation with us through the link in the description. Now, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.